The following is a few minutes of Brick Jones and Generally Specific, both awardees of the Keyboard Commando Award. Um, what I'm going to demonstrate is how unimportant it is when they pretend to have a conversation with you while you're in chat and then their troll mods block you. It's unimportant completely. You can continue to have opinions and write them down and share them with others. I'm about to demonstrate this. And when this jackwagon cries to YouTube that I stole his content, YouTube, remember what I'm doing is commentating. Okay, I'm not doing it through video, I'm doing it through text, but I'm commenting on some really stupid shit. Here we go.
A stream, $200 a stream. Now let's say
Yeah,
you go
they're gonna
live.
do one stream a week. They said,
Okay,
yeah.
so
So
that's
looking at $800 a month.
$800 a month. So what you're asking people to do, and no offense, I mean, hey, look, do your thing, man. But you're at, bro, and it's
Well,
just it's weird.
here's
weird.
what I want. Here's what I want. This is what I would be interested to see if they can prove that there's a stable fee. They don't have to have the address of the stable fee, but prove that they're stabling horses. Where they should show their community. I mean, of course, they could probably just go on the internet and just pick up some random piece of paper, blur out the dates and whatever else, and the address, and probably claim it is them. But at least it'd take a little bit of effort for them to actually say, Dove is saying, so, okay, looking up how much those horses go for. Quarter horse is showing 3K to $20,000. Um, I don't know about all this stuff, but then the typical price to claim to own a Texas thoroughbred ranges from 5K to 50K. Then we got Tennessee Walker, Tennessee walking horse, otherwise known as Tennessee Walker, cost 1,500 to 15,000. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's impossible for these people to have horses and stuff.
What I do also notice is that Flo's not questioning any of it.
Anything. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, you totally got horses, dude. Yeah, and send them your money.
Yeah, he's
What a
100.
moron.
Yeah, he's 100% part of it, guys. I'm sure that he's gonna get like a grifty little kickback one way or another. It's kind of like probably like the G2 thing, where all these people are starting like a Discord networking, because that G2 already basically explained where he got all of his subs, but no one's going to see him. Yeah, I mean, I've got a pretty consistent amount of people that have come to see me consistently. It's not some big jump unless there's a lot of drama going on. But for G2 to go above 2,100 subs out of nowhere, but be lucky to get between 20 and 30 people in an app, or to get like 200 views on a video 8 hours after showing it, that's pretty low, man. That's low engagement. So I'm just sitting there like, these people are working their little deals, and this, I got the whole dead internet theory going on here. I just,
well, no, you're absolutely right. So your engagement should actually be much, much higher
Mhm.
than your sub count if it's a good video.
Right.
Now, there can be low count views. There can be. But if all of your videos are low count, yeah, those subs came from somewhere.
Yeah, whether it's networking, whether it's bot, something. But anyway, I'm not trying to. All I'm trying to say is, I think it's a whole incestuous kind of,
Yes.
you rub my back, I'll rub your back, and we'll get artificially. We'll make it look like we have more engagement than we really do, or more subs than we do. Don says, "What about the child Chris allegedly adopted? Yeah, what happened to her? I mean, he's gonna take. He likes to adopt everyone else's children to give them a better home, but he doesn't say his home is the better home. The one that he couldn't take to court with him because it was unsafe. How are they caring for a child with no jobs and can't afford their animals? Yeah, it's a very good point. How you doing, beloved? Good to see you. All right, let's let this play, because this is going to go off the rails. Go ahead.
It will. But yeah, just before we go at it again, because we'll let.
And I'm
going
to speed this up, guys, because I just can't freaking take these people at normal speed. Go ahead.
About the kids, the thing is, I really just don't like talking about the kids on the adult sphere of YouTube.
Right.
There is a sphere for children on YouTube. And so, yeah, when somebody starts bringing it up, I try to steer the conversation away from it. Now, there are topics that include talking about children, like kind of what we were going into last night, kind of theory of what the courts do in the cases of divorce with the children and that sort of thing. But specifically somebody's children, that's where I kind of go, and become silent and that sort of thing. I just don't like to. So I probably won't get involved in talking about anybody else's children specifically.
I don't, everything I know about their children, these fucking people brought up. So I don't know what the fuck these idiots are talking about. But anyway.
Yeah. And
we believe we found a way to speak of the case without talking about the kids. So if you're here expecting us to expose Tiffany's children to YouTube, you can go ahead and leave now, because it's not going to happen. What we will do, though, is we will dispel some of this ridiculous misinformation, in which we know where it's coming from. It's coming from Tiffany's ex-husband, but it's getting plastered all over YouTube by channels like Generally Specific and Christopher Ruff. It was all over Fraud Wrangler, but as you all know, Fraud Wrangler is in.
So what exactly did I plaster all over my channel? Because I'm sitting here going, clearly I didn't know all the particulars of it. I just heard a couple rumors here and there, and I said, okay, let's make a hypothetical out of this. And then he kept bringing it back to Tiffany. Well, I don't know all the ins and outs of Tiffany, because you know what? I got a fucking wife. And why do I want chopped liver when I got fucking prime rib at home? I mean, what the fuck, dude? I mean, it's just like, oh, you're too obsessed with other people's lives, but then you don't know all the details of it. Yeah, I don't know all the details of it because, frankly, at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit. It's your life. You go live it. But you're not some model mom. I mean, you were on the phone with me, Tiffany, crying in tears, saying, what kind of mother am I? And this was in the beginning when I was freaking on your side. And I'm like, I didn't know how to answer that, because I don't know. I didn't know the details one way or another. I was just trying to comfort you and say, no, I'm sure you're a fine mom. But she's crying to me, confessing that she's a shit mom, apparently. Well, that's confession. Good. I hope there's some conviction there. I hope instead of like raising $200 every week to feed your horses, maybe you should at least try to raise $69 a week to pay your child support. Speaking of child support, how's that going?
Is that him? Is that the real one?
I don't know.
Who knows, right?
I don't. At the end of the day, I really don't care. Yeah.
Prison, so we don't have to worry about him putting it out anymore.
He's on staycation.
Yeah, staycation. He's getting bed and breakfast. Where he belongs.
Enjoy those honey buns.
Yes, sir. He's had this coming for a long time too.
You should put money on his books. Just like put like $5 on his books. Say the next honey bun's on you.
Yeah, I mean, you should just continue to like go after people you claim that you're in fear of. You should continue to provoke people that you claim are murderers. You that's smart. That's really smart. Just keep trying to cut people and throw salt in the wounds. Yeah, that's really intelligent advice, Flow State. What is it with almost every single person that's on this panel right now, with the exception of Nikki? Who knows what her freaking record is? But it's like felon, or misdemeanor guy. I don't know. Who knows with OMC? I mean, what is it with what is it with these people, dude? Like, get your shit together.
I mean, I'm a felon, but I changed my life, bro. I can't live like that. I can't do it, man. I got to change. Go ahead.
But it's like they're acting holier than everyone else. I'm like, dude, I'm just an average freaking dude. You people can't stay out of fucking trouble. It's like, knock it off, dude. Like, sort your life out, man. Yeah, the guy who has a decent average military record is a piece of shit stolen valor vet, according to these people. Or not even a vet, not a combat, not all this other stuff. A guy who's been with the same woman for 34 years has a shitty fucking failed marriage. A guy whose kids are grown and are out doing their own thing. They're not moving back in with mom and dad, having to be catered and have their diapers changed and their chicken nuggies heated up in their microwave. I don't know about some people got to move back in with mom and dad because they can't sort their lives out. Yeah, but this guy. So, but you go to G2's channel. You know what you should do? You should take advice from a guy who brings out his I Love Me book, and he's one of one. If you know what that means, those who know. promote above his peers, but he can't keep a fucking marriage together. But you should take advice from that asshole, because he's got it all figured out. 3 marriages, 3 divorces. You should take advice from that guy. That guy clearly has his life and all the priorities in line. That's who you should take your advice from. Not from a guy who's not divorced, not from a guy who's been with the same woman for 34 years, not from the guy that has 2 children, they're grown, they're out making lives for themselves. Yeah, don't take advice from me. I'm not offering you advice. But I'm the bad guy, I'm the piece of shit, I'm the degenerate according to these people. It's fucking upside down world. And I reject it.
I should go there and buy him some honey buns when we serve him the slander suit.
You know what I could do is I could put like whatever he said that my last pay scale was, you know, while I've been working out behind the dumpster, I can put that on his books. Be like, I wanted to give you an hour of my time.
Did he say that was what, $2?
Yeah,
Well,
so that's
at
all
one
you get.
point I made it up to like 3 something, I think, maybe even 5. But
It costs
yeah,
more
he
than that
took
to add money to the books.
Well, he'll have to, you know.
And I don't want to gloss over the fact that he's talking about how he's a contractor and everything. He's got all these tools. He's got a contracting job. He's saying basically he has to wait 6 months to get paid. Now, he didn't say every time he puts in a job, it takes about 6 months for him to get paid. He said, I only get paid every 6 months. That's what I heard him say. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. It's been clarified. So now he's claiming that as a contractor, he puts in these government jobs and it takes up to 6 months for the paperwork to clear. But he just said, not even like 5 minutes ago, that YouTube is their only source of income. That's what did he not just say that, Rick?
Yeah, he said that. And then on top of that, so let's say you've got a job and you're doing the job and you get paid every 6 months. That doesn't mean that you're only getting paid every 6 months. You probably, if you're a contractor, have jobs that overlap.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get paid on this job, and then while you're doing another job, you're also doing another job, and you're getting paid for that job next. And you know, maybe once a month or once every couple weeks, you've got money coming in, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's every 2 months. I don't know, but it's just, I find it hard to believe if that is the case. 6 months, you only get paid every 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Something's not adding up. That's all I'm saying. I mean, if I'm guilty of anything, it's that I'm not so self-obsessed with, or I'm not so obsessed with these people's lives that I know every freaking detail. But you know what? Data's coming in every day. I'm getting to know these people very intimately.
Well, stay there a little longer, I guess, until we can come up with enough, you know, so we can come up with enough to buy him a fucking honey bun.
I just got a cash app from Marky, who says, for the horses, get it.
I mean, that's a great question, beloved. Who would ever be a contractor at that rate? I mean, especially if you have an immediate need for money, dude. Shit, at least DoorDash. I mean, but I know he started off door dashing until he picked up his tools again and decided, you know, maybe he should go back to work. You know, I know it. But he got fired because he was eating all the orders.
What happened here was, you know, it's like, it's big, guys, big.
Oh, it's a conspiracy.
Wait till you see the new video tomorrow. It's a conspiracy. We got big things coming, guys. Tune in and don't forget the super chats.
God, every time I see that, it's like a tuna, like on a dock that just kind of like flops off the dock and back into the water.
Well, and then
Right.
another thing is like, so as far as financial stability goes, it's clear, it's evident that he doesn't understand how to manage money. If it is the case that he's asking someone else to pay bills on a regular basis, it's like he needs that. He needs someone else to give him the money on time when it's time to make the payments or go buy things, feed, that sort of thing, if it is the case for the horses. Someone who knows how to manage money, like, you don't have to go asking other people to give it to you in increments because you're able to do that. And then on top of that, I hear that you say that he's contracting and he only gets paid every 6 months. Again, horrible management with money. Just absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I mean, that was my argument. If he had the successful contracting job, that means that he would have planned to know that he doesn't get paid weekly or bi-weekly or even monthly, that he gets paid. It could take up to 6 months for a check to actually arrive in his bank account. So if you have already established yourself as a contractor and you have a successful business, then you have cushion. You wouldn't spend all your money the second you get it, because you don't know when your next check's going to come in. You know what I mean? Like, it could be within 6 months, it could be shorter, or 6 months. It's like, like you're saying, he either he can't manage his money, he's lying, full of crap, or both. But anyway,
Or both.
Give it to them. So I got $10 for you.
Oh, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so
And-
very much.
Kev Factor through 5 and Claire through 5. Y'all are amazing. So Tiff's
Thank
working
you,
on trying to
guys.
get the goal set up, but apparently we're going to do this without the goal. So
by the way, she's going to school to be a lawyer, but she can't freaking set up a goal on YouTube. Let me show you how easy it is. You ready?
It's good because I can't figure out how to do it.
guys, I'm still trying to teach Tiff the ropes, and I'm not much of a teacher because I barely had much time using StreamYards myself. So bear with us on all the technological mistakes we're going to make along the way.
Yeah, you just have to go over to the YouTube side, logged into the account that's logged into official misconduct, and at the top of the live chat, there's going to be a little target icon.
Oh, okay.
In other words, you got to open your YouTube, Tiff. You're in
it's not
StreamYards.
StreamYard.
I'm using my phone.
Okay, just make sure that your phone is muted so that you don't have an echo.
It is.
So the meat and potatoes, while she's doing that, guys, the meat and potatoes is that put a 1 in chat if you have heard the rumor that Tiffany lost her children to the state. Put a 1 in the chat if that's what you've heard. 2 in the chat if that is not what you heard. That Tiffany lost her children to the state.
Dang it. I set it for 30 minutes. I have to make it longer.
And Stumblefoot News, thank you for the $20. There's too many people trying to make a name for themselves off of Chris and Tiff. People can be bottom feeders.
So how are any of us making a name for ourselves off of people that, one, got kicked off the internet because he's an absolute prevert? I mean, the other one can't figure out how to set a freaking goal, dude. And it goes to school at 3:00 in the morning to study for a bar or something. I don't even know what the hell.
Surely they're not talking about me. I know they're not talking about me because I'm not the one pulling up Chris Ryder videos. On the other hand, Chris Ryder is pulling up Brick Jonesy videos.
Well,
Who's trying to make a name off of who?
I'm trying to make a name off you, Brick. I confess, because I have brought up your videos.
No, well,
Absolutely. I've got a live stream coming up on that. And thank you so much for the donation. I've got a live stream on my channel going to be coming out soon about that. YouTube's new biggest grift is defamation. So we're going to be talking about that in a separate stream on my.
You got this one. You got to say it in a New York accent, like Pale.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, that's like New Hampshire. You can't get there from here. Pepperidge Farm remembers. All right,
Well, it's not that far. Now that's up Maine. Now, come on now. Let's see. Pale Emperor. No, I can't do it. I'm gonna just have to read it.
Can you imagine if I didn't pay my hose for 6 months?
There it is.
Forget about it.
My channel. R. Allen with $10. So the horses don't.
Guys, they're grifting. Guys, listen. But you got to give to their Patreon. They're grifting. Guys, they're grifting. You get that, right? They're just grifting.
End up at a Japanese steakhouse.
Thank you guys so very much.
But yeah, so a lot of ones flew because that was the false information that was being spread, is that Tiffany lost her children to Department of Child Services. That is not even true. Like, that's not even true. There's been so many lies floating around, and even the basis of it all is not true. And we're going to provide receipts to you today. But first, what we're going to do, Flo State was over on Todd's channel, as you saw a little clip of in the intro the other day. And Flo, knowing nothing about this case whatsoever, at least to the best of my knowledge, Flo, did you know anything about Tiff and the kids?
No, I don't.
Until you went to Todd's channel the other day.
Correct.
And they were on there doing this panel, like trying to convince Flo.
No, nobody was trying to convince him of anything. He came in, he disrupted the panel. He didn't want to engage the original premise and started asking stupid freaking questions, demanding receipts of which he never asked of you, Chris Ryder, nor haven't provided the receipts you claim to provide. So wait, the receipts that Chris Ryder Supplies is somebody making a mock-up of Christopher Ruff with my beard, and it's a black beard like Tav's. Mine's all silver. You know, good job, man. Wait, yeah, that's the receipt that he provided to Flo. Okay, congratulations. So, hey, listen, just do their grift, guys. Listen, guys, give to their super chats and stuff, you know?
Well, it wasn't about being a low-life scammer. And by the way, I was here for 5 years every day and never raised a penny, never put ads on, never sold anything. Never
So make a
had
prediction right
fake
now. Make a specific prediction using.
And go ahead and post any questions you might have in the comments below.